Right now, deep inside your brain, two tiny structures are making every memory you have, every face you recognize, every place you know how to return to, every story you remember. Remove them, and you wake up every day having forgotten everything that happened yesterday. New memories cannot form. The past before surgery, mostly intact. The future, gone. You cannot learn new faces, new places, new names, new routes. Every day begins from scratch. This is not science fiction. In 1953, a man called Henry Molaison had exactly this done to him. They are called the hippocampus, named after the Greek word for seahorse. For good reason. 55 million people worldwide live with dementia. Most cases involve hippocampal damage. We remove them in this video and show you what life looks like when you can no longer build memories. Second by second, here is what your brain loses when the hippocampus is gone. The hippocampus sits deep in the medial temporal lobe of each brain hemisphere. One on the left, one on the right. Each one is about 4 centimeters long, roughly the size of a curved finger, shaped like a seahorse. Inside, millions of neurons arranged in distinct layers. The CA1, CA2, CA3, and dentate gyrus regions. The hippocampus takes short-term memories from your working memory and converts them into long-term storage. This is called memory consolidation. Think of it as the brain's indexing system. It does not store memories itself. It files them. As you sleep, the hippocampus replays the day's events to the cortex, strengthening the pathways that become permanent memories. It also handles spatial memory, your mental map of the world, where you live, how you navigate, where things are, and it regulates emotional memory, connecting events to feelings, so you know what was threatening, joyful, or important.
Why is hippocampal damage an early sign of Alzheimer's?
Because it affects memory first. New memories become hard to form, while old ones often stay intact. Now, both hippocampi are removed. This procedure is called a bilateral hippocampectomy. From the moment they are gone, the brain's ability to form new long-term memories is completely severed. In the first hours, the person appears normal. Working memory, what you hold in mind for seconds, is intact, but nothing new is being filed. Every conversation ends and disappears. Every new face is a stranger again in minutes. This is called Anterograde amnesia, the inability to form new memories after the moment of damage. Spatial orientation fails. The person cannot learn new routes, cannot build a mental map of a new environment. Emotional regulation becomes unstable. Without hippocampal context, the amygdala triggers anxiety without clear cause.
Are old memories still there after hippocampus damage?
Yes, mostly. Old memories stay, but new ones can't be formed. Procedural memory, riding a bike, typing, playing an instrument, is preserved. This uses a different brain pathway. Implicit emotional memory remains. The person may feel afraid of a place without knowing why. Fear without the story. Depression and anxiety increase. Without episodic memory, a stable sense of self becomes impossible to maintain. Social relationships fracture. Meeting the same people repeatedly and not knowing them causes profound distress. In the most severe cases, complete disorientation in time and place. Every moment feels disconnected from the last. But here is what real life looks like. Henry Molaison, patient HM, lived this story. He could hold a conversation. He had a sense of humor. He recognized his face in a mirror, though it aged without him knowing. He could still draw, still complete puzzles, still learn new motor skills, though he had no memory of learning them. With structure, routine, and caregiving, a person without hippocampal function can live safely and with dignity. Journals, voice recordings, photographs, and written schedules become the external memory the hippocampus no longer provides. Familiar environments matter enormously. A home unchanged for years becomes navigable even without active memory. Caregivers must reintroduce themselves each day. Patience and consistency become the structure that replaces lost memory. The emotional experience of the present moment is intact. Joy, laughter, love, all real, just not remembered afterward.
Can you live a meaningful life without a hippocampus?
Yes, with strong support. Life can still be meaningful, but forming new memories is very difficult. There is no medication that replaces the hippocampus, but medications can support memory function and slow further damage. Cholinesterase inhibitors, donepezil, rivastigmine, increase acetylcholine in the brain, supporting remaining memory circuits. Memantine blocks excessive glutamate activity, protecting surviving neurons from the damage of overactivation. These drugs do not restore the hippocampus. They slow progression and maintain function in what remains. Antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications address the emotional consequences, depression, anxiety, agitation. Emerging research, hippocampal neurogenesis, the growth of new neurons, may be supported by exercise, sleep, and low stress. The hippocampus cannot be surgically replaced, so protecting what you have is everything. Prevention starts early. Chronic stress floods the brain with cortisol. High cortisol, over time, physically shrinks the hippocampus. Manage stress early. Aerobic exercise increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which stimulates hippocampal neurogenesis. 30 minutes daily matters. Sleep is when the hippocampus consolidates memory. Chronic sleep deprivation impairs hippocampal function as powerfully as alcohol. If you have a family history of Alzheimer's, the strongest risk factor, discuss early cognitive screening with your doctor from age 40. Memory slipping, getting lost in familiar places, forgetting recent events but not old ones. These are hippocampal warning signs. Act on them. 3 things about the hippocampus that most people never know. First, the hippocampus is one of the only brain regions that makes new neurons throughout adult life. This is called adult neurogenesis. Exercise, sleep, and novelty support it. Chronic stress and alcohol destroy it. London taxi drivers have been shown to have measurably larger hippocampi than the general population. Navigating complex city routes physically grows the memory structure. Second, trauma physically changes the hippocampus. PTSD patients show measurable hippocampal shrinkage. This is why trauma makes memory fragmented and intrusive. Third, the hippocampus does not distinguish real from vividly imagined. Repeated vivid imagination can create false memories indistinguishable from real ones. This is why eyewitness testimony can be unreliable, and why what we remember is always a reconstruction, not a recording. Your hippocampus is working right now, filing this moment, building the memory that you are forming as you watch this. If this video changed how you understand your own brain, please subscribe. Every day we remove one more part. Leave a comment. Have you or someone you know experienced memory loss? Tell us below. See you next day.